Alright everyone, welcome to the Wily Wars, heading to Wily Tower. Now, normally, I was originally going to make this my first playthrough, and I did record my first playthrough of this. Unfortunately, the audio was horribly borked, and so I am going to have to record it again. Fortunately, that doesn't really spoil too much for me. You metallic moron, I'm not finished with you yet. I still have a few hundred tricks up my sleeve. These 3 robots were specially designed to smash you like a tin can. Try not to go to pieces, Megaman. Ha 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 ha. Alright, 3 levels, Buster Rod G, Megawater S, and Hyperstorm H. Unfortunately, the only one of these 3 whose initial name I remember is Buster Rod G. G stands for Goku, because Son Goku was Sun Wukong in the Japanese version of the Legend of Journey to the West. The Monkey King. Now, these levels are made particularly interesting because instead of having 8 Robot Master weapons from one particular game, acquired by destroying the bosses, you can choose 8 weapons from any 8 weapons, I should say, from the first 3 games, and any 3 mobility items from the first 3 games. Which is basically the Rush... Well, no, I was going to say the Rush ones plus Magna Beam, but you've also got the movement items of 2, I suppose. Alright. Now, of course, the first thing I'm going to pick is Metal Blade, because this weapon was just too damn good. Far too good to pass up. Moving beyond that... In my first playthrough, I learned that there were destructible walls akin to the second and third games, but that some of them are destroyed by Crash Bomb and some of them are destroyed by Hard Knuckle. And those that are destroyed by one are not destroyed by the other. So we're going to have to bring them both along. Let's see, what else would I like to bring? Ice Slasher was pretty useful. Good for slowing enemies down. Rolling Cutter was good for taking out the gabiodal floor sliders. Thunderbeam's got some decent damage and some good angles of attack. Atomic Fire's a pretty powerful one-shot. I really can't think of what I would like the third one to be. So I guess I'll just take, or the last one I should say. I guess I'll just take Search Snake. Now for mobility items. Rush Coil, Rush Jet, and the Magnet Beam. Good luck, Megaman. I have to say, I really like this concept of being able to mix and match weapons from several different games. The only thing I don't like about it is that several times within these games, weapons were very situational, like Crash Bomber, to a lesser degree Hard Knuckle. Super Arm is a really good example. These weapons were more of utility than actual combat, and thusly would be pretty much useless out of their... Ooh, buddy, that was close. I did not want to... I was not trying to slide there, I swear. But anyway, they would be pretty much useless outside of their element, as especially with Super Arm, as they would have nothing to pick up and throw. That was satisfying. But, and then... Why am I still using this weapon? Some enemies, you'd never know how they would react to a particular weapon because you never got to use that particular weapon on them. So it can make deciding what to bring a bit of a challenge. Especially if you're trying to look for the most viable set of weapons to bring. You wouldn't want to waste weapon slots with weapons that are no good in a particular level. Same thing goes for mobility options, to be honest. Like, a level with no water in it would make Rush Marine absolutely useless. Oh, multi-angled attacks make him so much easier. Huh. See, right there, he's utterly immune to Search Snake. And you'd never know that because this particular enemy was never in the original game, or was never in the game that Search Snake was in. Megaman. Oh no, that's no good. Had a little trip, and I did so well in my initial playthrough. Jeez, that's a lot of peepees. This really does go to show, though, that not even just in its own title, but amongst multiple titles, Metal Blade was just a damn good weapon. Now this is one of those areas I was talking about before. You see, first time I came through here, I had brought Hard Knuckle, because I thought, oh, they'll be interchangeable. Whatever can be destroyed with Hard Knuckle can be destroyed with Crash Bomb, and vice versa, but you get more uses out of Hard Knuckle. Boy, was I wrong. No, if you want to ensure you can get through any area, you have to bring them both. In fact, you have to not only bring them both, you also have to bring either Magnet Beam, or no, excuse me, not Magnet Beam, Thunder Beam, or Super Arm. Oh, Jesus. Fun, fun. I need a new controller. Anyway, you have to bring Thunder Beam or Super Arm to get the barriers from Mega Man 1 out of the way. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to be randomized like at first I thought it might be. Though, I'll admit that was a bit of salt on my behalf. Having brought the wrong ones, or like, each time a level would have one of those alternate paths, I would just so happen to bring the wrong path opening tool. But fortunately, Thunder Beam, or Thunder Beam and Super Arm, the the barrier they can destroy, only saw appear once. Oh no. Alright, on to Buster Rod G. Huh. And here I was hoping Search Snake would go under that. Yeah, this old boy can be a bit of a pain to hit, to be honest. See, he looks like he's just staring me down, but if I were to start charging, and thusly holding or in any way pressing the, oh, you little bastard, the attack button, that bow spin there can deflect attacks. And with 1 health, he makes his way out of here. Ah, it must be nice to be able to have Robo Health Insurance, where you can ensure you get away with 1 HP. I'm looking at you, Base. Looking at you, Proto Man. Mega Water S. I don't remember exactly what his name stands for, only that I believe Gojo is in there somewhere. It's like Su Gojo. Alright, let's trade out the Magnet Beam for the Rush Marine. As even without prior knowledge, it's pretty obvious there was going to be water in this stage, given that it's right in the boss's name. Dagnabbit. Come on. There we go. Can't jump too hard or I'll get horribly splatted. An interesting note, when I was looking up some of the things about this game, those jellyfish enemies are apparently related to the boss in the aquatic area of Wily's Fortress in Megaman 1. Well, as by divine right of having brought Rushmarine along, I abstain from this jumping puzzle. Come on up, buddy. I just want to kill you. Ah, you're not worth my time. Again, I invoke the divine right of Rushmarine. Let it get some use. God knows it was situational as hell. Seems mostly what I missed my first time through was just a collection of E-cans. Which is not, of course, to say that E-cans are anything to sneeze at. But it is good to know that I didn't miss some huge critical secret. Nice try, Rush. Not quite nice enough, but nice nevertheless. Oh, God! I got Bachewy jumped. Interesting to note, apparently that gigantic fish doesn't do crap for damage, which tells me its entire shtick was just, hey, you're gonna get knocked into a pit if I hit you. No! Woo! Thank you, Mr. Fish! He's a nice fish, really he is. This is a rather interesting arena. You both start in the water, but old boy here does his damnedest to keep you in it while getting out himself. Another interesting note is that, oh, wow, the first time I fought him, I never got up there, so I never managed to experience getting pushed back by his water blast. But anyway, as I was saying, an interesting note is that force field effect he has there seems to be almost the exact same effect as seen in Mega Man X3 with the body part upgrade. Well, that's 2 of Wily's 3 down, and well, normally I would say that that'll do it for us. I'm just gonna cut this into 2 parts. Woo, buddy! Hyperstorm H, you're a big one! That one I actually, come to think of it, I remember that's Hakai. Cho Hakai. Good luck, Megaman. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to cut this into 2 parts. The, maybe 3 parts, actually, come to think of it. Because the Wily Fortress can be a bit long. We're going to run it to 30 minutes or so. Alright, I've had enough of that. Oh, I do not like these. I really don't like the change that was made to the timing of those. Now, normally, my technique would have been to Ice Slasher these guys to open up their vulnerability timer for longer. Unfortunately, they're immune to Ice Slasher. So, not a very effective technique. Little bastards are an absolute pestilence. I blame Gemini Man. Now this guy I know is weak to Ice Slasher though. Or at least not immune to it. It's not so much of a damage doer. Reasons I like the one-button mobility option as opposed to a button combination. I'd have been able to dash there just fine, but my attempts to slide got me back under the stage. Oh, Jesus, I forgot if you scroll Rush Jet off the screen, he will disappear. Return to the junk bots. Give it the old hard knuckle. Huh. Okay. Maybe I should have gone with mobility option too. It was alright. I am, however, going to play it extra safe on that. Alright, so the parachuters are made particularly less threatening when you have a multi-angle attack. You know, big as this guy is, you'd think he would, You know, I wonder if I can use atomic fire on him, too. Anyway, as big as he is, I can't see how much damage that did. Anyway, as big as he is, you'd think he'd cause shockwaves whenever he... Well, I guess, bit of open mouth insert foot there. Also, 2 HP bars. That's something. But, big as he is, he's a bit of a blowhard. Which is not a pun about the fact that he was trying to blow me across the stage. Alright, well, with those 3 out of the way, I'll see all of you on the other side.